Now I'm coming from a parking spot. I'm gonna make a left turn. So I look all around my car. I'm looking for any pedestrians, cars, skateboarders, bikers, joggers, okay, because they're not paying attention to this car. Now, you have to always expect the worst, and when you drive, you're not just protecting people in the car, you're protecting people outside of the car from themselves, because they're not watching you. Okay, now, I looked around the car, I'm gonna put it in drive, okay, so it's back to the D. I'm gonna put on my left signal. I'm gonna slowly release my brake and move forward. Now, to make a left, I'm gonna wait till the end of the white lines get to the back of my seat. So the end of the lines of the parking spaces are at the back of my seat now. That's when I turn left. And that's what makes me miss the cars on the left. Okay, it's a yield, no cars are coming. I'm going straight up to the sign. Now, again, you will get used to the way roads are. Now they just changed this little intersection here in this parking lot. Notice there's no right turn lane, okay? There's a left arrow, but there's no stop sign. So they haven't finished doing the signs and all yet. Now, most accidents are 5 miles circumference around your house. Why? Because when you drive those roads, you get used to the roads and you drop your guard. So you can drive all day long, but when you get 5 miles from your house, that's usually when people have accidents. Now, we're coming up to this intersection. We're gonna make a right-hand turn, so my right signal's on. Notice there's the arrow and there's a white line. That thick white line means stop. So I have to stop. I count 2 seconds, look left, right, left. Okay, now a Jeep's coming, so I'm gonna wait. While I'm waiting, I look back to the right, and I look at my path, and I look for any hazards. Now, I look back to the left, it's clear, I start giving me some power. Now, I'm looking at the curb on the right, and the white line's on the left. And I look in the middle. Now, if you notice, and every lane on a road has it, look at the discoloration in the middle of the lane. It's like light gray. Okay? Now, the lines guide me where I'm going, but the discoloration I keep in the center of the car, and that keeps me centered in the lane. Now, as I pass the intersection, I'm gonna put on my left signal. I'm gonna gently look over my shoulder out the back door after looking in the mirror, and there's no car, and then I come over gently. Now, I'm gonna make a left here, so my left signal's on. Notice there's a pedestrian on my left, no cars coming. So she's gonna keep going. Pedestrians always have the right of way. Now, as I turn, I'm looking at the white line and the curb. So I move up so that when I turn, I'm looking right in the center. The pedestrian's passed, and I look in the center between the white line and the curb. Don't ever go over the solid white line, because the car coming out can put the corner of their car right on the end of that line. So you don't want to go over the white line.